Right now, somewhere in America, a senior citizen is standing in their bathroom, holding a small white pill between two fingers, about to swallow it at exactly the wrong moment. They don't know it. Their doctor never warned them. And that one simple mistake, repeated every single morning, might be quietly working against their own heart. If you take blood pressure medication, or if you love someone who does, what I'm about to share could change the way you think about your daily routine forever. Here's the thing nobody tells you at the pharmacy counter. For decades, the standard advice was simple. Take your blood pressure pill first thing in the morning, with breakfast, so you don't forget. It became a habit, almost automatic, like brushing your teeth or pouring your coffee. Millions of seniors across this country do exactly that, every single day, without a second thought. But your body doesn't work on a flat schedule. It runs on something called a circadian rhythm, an internal clock that controls when your blood pressure naturally rises and falls throughout the day and night. And here's what many people don't realize. Blood pressure doesn't stay the same 24 hours a day. For most people, it actually dips at night while you sleep, then rises again in the early morning hours, sometimes surging right around the time you wake up. That morning surge is not just a curiosity. It's one of the reasons why heart attacks and strokes happen more often in the early morning than at almost any other time of day. Your heart is already working harder just to get you out of bed and moving. Now imagine taking a pill designed to control that pressure, but timing it in a way that leaves you unprotected during the very window when your risk is highest. This is the question doctors and researchers have been asking for years. Does it matter when you take your blood pressure medication, not just that you take it? Some researchers have studied whether taking blood pressure medicati at bedtime, instead of the morning, might offer better protection overnight and into those risky early morning hours. The idea is simple. If your medication is working at its strongest exactly when your body is most vulnerable, it may help smooth out that dangerous morning spike instead of leaving you exposed. Now, I want to be honest with you, because you deserve honesty, not hype. This is still a topic of real scientific debate. Some studies have suggested bedtime dosing may offer extra benefits for certain people. Other more recent, large-scale research has found no significant difference between morning and evening dosing for most patients. Medical organizations have not issued a single universal rule that fits everyone. And that's exactly why this matters so much for you personally. Because if there's no one-size-fits-all answer, then the real danger isn't picking the wrong time out of ignorance. The real danger is never asking the question at all. Think about your own routine right now. Do you take your pills the same way every single day without ever wondering if it's truly the best approach for your specific health? Most people do. It's not carelessness, it's trust. You trust the system, you trust the habit, and you assume someone already figured out the details for you. But blood pressure medication isn't one simple category. There are diuretics, which tend to work best earlier in the day so they don't send you to the bathroom all night. There are other classes of medication where nighttime dosing has shown promise for certain people, especially those whose blood pressure doesn't dip properly at night, a pattern doctors sometimes call non-dipping. There are people managing diabetes alongside high blood pressure, where timing conversations become even more important. And there are people taking multiple medications together, where the interaction and spacing of doses can change everything. This is not something you should guess about. This is not something a YouTube video, including this one, should tell you to change on your own. But this is absolutely something you should bring up at your very next appointment, using your own 2 words. Timing matters. Let me tell you about a pattern many family doctors and cardiologists have quietly noticed over the years. A patient comes in, blood pressure still running high despite being on medication for months, sometimes years. The dosage gets increased, then increased again. Patient starts to feel discouraged, wondering if the medication even works for them at all. And in some of these cases, when doctors finally dig deeper into daily habits, they discover something surprisingly simple. The patient has been taking their pill at a time that doesn't align well with their personal blood pressure pattern, or taking it inconsistently, some mornings early, some mornings late, some days forgotten until afternoon. Consistency and timing together can matter just as much as the medication itself. A pill taken at wildly different hours each day never gets the chance to build a stable, predictable effect in your bloodstream. Your body starts each day guessing instead of adjusting. This is where so many seniors unknowingly get it wrong. Not because they're careless, but because nobody ever sat them down and explained that timing is a real, adjustable, personal variable, not a fixed rule stamped on the medication bottle. So what should you actually do with this information? First, do not stop or change your medication schedule based on anything you hear in a video, mine included. Medication timing should always be a conversation with your doctor or pharmacist, because your specific combination of medications, your kidney function, your other health conditions, and your daily routine all play a role. Second, at your next visit, ask directly. Ask whether your specific blood pressure medication has any evidence supporting a particular time of day for someone in your situation. Ask whether a home blood pressure monitor, used at different times of day, might help reveal your own personal pattern. Many doctors will actually welcome this question, because it shows you're engaged in your own care, not just going through the motions. Third, focus on consistency. Whatever time you and your doctor agree on, try to take your medication at that same time every day, tying it to an anchor point in your routine, like right after you brush your teeth in the morning, or right before you turn off the bedroom light at night. Small, steady habits protect you far more than good intentions that shift day to day. And fourth, pay attention to your own body. If you notice dizziness upon standing, unusual fatigue in the early morning, or blood pressure readings that seem to spike at a particular time of day, write it down. Bring that pattern to your doctor. You are not being dramatic. You are being your own best advocate, and frankly, most doctors wish more patients did exactly this. Here's what I want you to remember most from everything we've talked about today. Getting older does not mean surrendering control over your own health to habit and routine. It means becoming more curious, not less. It means asking the quiet questions that others are too rushed, too tired, or too unsure to ask. The generation watching this video right now has already survived so much, raised families, built careers, weathered decades of change. You have earned the right to ask sharp, informed questions about your own care, and to expect real answers. Your heart has carried you this far. It has beaten more than 2 billion times by the time most people reach their 70s. It deserves a little more attention than an automatic, half-asleep swallow of a pill each morning. It deserves a real conversation with the people responsible for your care. So here is my honest, heartfelt ask. Do not walk away from this video and simply switch your pill from morning to night on your own. Walk away from this video with one simple sentence ready for your next doctor's visit. Is my medication timing right for me? That single question could open a door to a safer, more personalized approach to your health, one that generic advice on a pill bottle could never give you. If this video gave you something valuable today, something worth bringing up at your next appointment, do me a favor and hit that like button. It genuinely helps this information reach more seniors who need to hear it. And if you want more honest, no-nonsense health guidance made specifically for people in your stage of life, subscribe to this channel, because we are just getting started, and your health deserves nothing less than the full truth, every single time.